YouTube? It's Monday, and you know what that means. Multiple Sclerosis Monday. This week's video, I didn't want to do, not even a little bit. Like, I cannot believe I'm sitting down to record this right now because I pushed it off as far as I could, and that's why it's going up so late today, because I just don't want to do it. Thinking about my JCV PML risk factors, being on Tysabri, terrifies me. It's not something I like to think about because it's just, it just isn't. And I would really rather just put my head in the sand and go like, la 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 la, I'm not listening, like a 2-year-old. But I can't because I committed to doing this for you guys. My only hope is it helps somebody else because this is extremely awkward for me. Last week I talked about how I'm on Tysabri, and that's really the only option I am considering at this moment. And when they presented me the treatment options and they explained them all to me, it was a no-brainer. I looked at the doctor with a straight face and I said, give me Tysabri, okay, thanks, go get the paperwork. Even though I knew that Tysabri was the best option for me, I wasn't okay. How is anybody okay with something like that, you know? Before all of it happened, I was in college and dancing on tables and making bad decisions and waking up the next day swearing off alcohol. And then I started living at the Cleveland Clinic, and yeah, that's not what you think's going to happen when you're 19. Honestly, can't believe I'm talking about this right now. I was able to fast track onto Tysabri because I was diagnosed in Ohio instead of Michigan. I'll talk about that at a later time, but I don't think there was the JCV blood test back when I was diagnosed. I mean, I really don't remember anybody talking about this. If you're JCV positive, your risk factors, and, you know, PML. It just, I guess I could have forgotten about it. I mean, it was a little bit of an overwhelming time period in my life. Fast forward to today, and I am in a clinical study with about 30,000 other patients, according to their website, called Stratify, and it's a blood draw every 6 months to test for JCV. You will end up being positive or negative, and if you are negative, you could turn positive. That's why they test you every 6 months. I am positive and my mom is negative. Now, I am no doctor, nor do I care to be one, but my levels are 3.42 last draw. That's what he told me. So, you know, curious minds, I went to one of my support groups and I asked what everybody's numbers were, if they knew, and mine was the biggest, and it was probably the first time I've never been excited to have the most of something. Being JCV positive and being on Tysabri for more than 2 years does increase your risk factors for PML. I don't like to look at the numbers, but it's substantial to me. I still wouldn't get off of it right now until there's something that works as well as Tysabri, which is why I just don't think about it. It's just easier to pretend like it's just not a thing. So the moral of this story is, if you would like to get on Tysabri and talk to your neuro about it, they will probably have you do the blood test, which is a good thing. And even though it's scary to think about PML, it's given me such a good quality of life that I would recommend it. Going through everything is overwhelming when you're by yourself, and it's the invisible disease, and you feel like ass on the inside, and you can't think sometimes, and people forget. They forget you have it, and they forget what you deal with on a day-to-day basis, because nobody likes to listen to negative things all the time. But it's a good reminder to wake up and be thankful, and to know that people struggle with things even if you don't see them. So yeah, leave a comment and tell me what you think we should talk about next, or a question for me. I will help you the best I can, just with my experience, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.